we're going to ask you to be able to solve that same problem in another way. It's a much easier way, a much quicker way. All right, caller? Hey, I need you to stay on the line because I don't have my calculator. All right, so same problem in a different way. All right, so we got 696 miles per hour, and then we got 33.8 degrees west of north. All right, so let's do the same problem in a different way. All right, so what do we have? You still on the air, caller?
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. All right, so we got our vector going this way. All right, and then we got the other vector like so. All right, so this was 35 degrees here. This was 700, and this was 15. All right, so now what we can do is we can add vectors. All right, so what we're going to do is, what we're going to do is, let's call that our resultant. Okay, we added using components already. So what we're going to do now is use a law of sines, law of cosines. So what you're going to have to be able to do is you got to be able to see that this, you want this angle right here. This is 15, this is 700. All right, this is 15, and that's 700. You really want this angle right here. So if this is 35, if this is 30, oh, by the way, this was given as 70. This was given as 70 degrees. All right, and this was given as 15. So if this is 35, what's that?
35.
All right, so that's 35. And if this is 70, all right. Oh, thank you. Well, I think we got it. Thanks a lot, man. All right, so if that's 35, that's 35. All right, so you know that's 35, that's 35. So
70.
Say it again.
So that angle would be 75.
So yeah, see, this had to be 75 because together that's 110, right?
Right.
So now you've got that angle, you've got that side, you've got that side. You can use the law of cosines. So we got c squared is a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cosine of c. You want that resultant, so you got c squared is equal to 700. Can you help me? Plus.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
700 squared plus 15 squared.
Minus 2, 700 times 15 times the cosine of
75.
Very good. All right, so this is where I really need your help. What's 700? That's 49, 2, 3, 4, and 15 squared. What is that? Is that 225?
225.
225. And what is 1,400 times 15? 1,400 times 15.
21,000.
21,000. And what's the cosine of 75?
0.25.
0.25. All right, so now we got c squared. Can you add, we can do that. 490,225. Tell me what the 221,000 times 0.25 is.
Times 5,435.
5,435?
0.19.
5,435.19. And what's the difference of those two?
89.
Hey, young man, I really appreciate you being there because I forgot the calculator, man, and you're really helping me out a lot. You're really helping me help a lot of students for this test. What's the difference?
43,589.
43,589. And if you take the square root of that, what do you get?
208.78.
208.78.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a problem. We got a problem. Are you in the degree mode, right?
Right.
Okay. We got to find the mistake. Let's take a look again. 49. What's 1,400 times 1,400 times 15 again?
Times 15. 21,000.
21,000. What's the cosine of 75?
Times the cosine 75. 21,000 times the cosine of 75 is 5,435.19.
5,435.19.
Right.
Oh, boy. 225. And when you subtract those, you got that, right?
You get 48,000.
Oh.
484,000.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I misunderstood you. 400 and what?
84,000. 789.
789. And then when you take the square root, what do you end up with?
696.
Wonderful. Now, why do you think I was concerned?
Because you didn't get the same answer.
Yeah, see here, we got 696, right? And then here, we did this one already. We had already gotten 696. We'd already gotten 696. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to get a mastery level understanding. We're trying to get the same answer in more than one way. All right, so let's take a look now. Let's take a look at how to get this bearing. All right, let's take a look at how we're going to get this bearing. All right, so this bearing here, what we got to do is we got to get this measured against either north or south, all right? So what we need to do is we need to figure out, okay, the answer is west of north. All right, so we got west of north. So what we're going to have to do is, let's say that's north, right? So we need to know the direction. We need to know the angle in between the resultant. We need to know the angle between the resultant and this force here, or this velocity here. So we need to know what that angle is. Okay, we need to know what that angle is. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
All right, so how are we going to get that? All right, how are we going to get that? Let's take a look. Any idea how we're going to get that?
Use the law of sines.
All right. So what we have is we have the sine. Right now we don't know what that is. We have the sine of, okay, it's not 35. 35 was from the, 35 was from north, okay? This 35 was measured against north. All right, so 35 was from north to this leg. But we want to know what this angle is, which is the resultant. So let's take the sine of something we don't know over what?
Over 15.
Over 15 is equal to the sine of 75. The sine of 75 over this resultant. Over this resultant, which we'd already found to be 696. And now we're going to need to cross multiply, okay? So we got sine, say it again.
Nothing.
So we got the sine, 15 times the sine of 75. Can you do that for me?
15 times the sine of 75 is 14.48.
14.48. And that's equal to 696 sine of theta. And let's divide by the 696 on both sides. We get the sine of theta is equal to, what's 14.4 divided by 696?
0.02.
0.02. So we divide it by 696 on both sides. And what's the arc sine of 0.02?
I got 1.19.
You got 1.19?
Yes.
Oh, we must have made another.
What's your name?
So would you subtract 35? I mean, subtract that from 35?
35. If you subtract 35 minus a 1.19, what do you get?
Like 33 point something. 33.8.
Well, that is the same thing that we got. See, we got the same thing. Uh-oh. Okay, so we're gonna have to talk about that. We're running short on time. We did get the same thing. 33.8. 33.